EVO is winning in terms of the battle of sustainability. Like, you know that the Cult Altar is going to allow you to stay in the fight even longer. You saw how Valentina, when he starts to pick up those crucial items, she gets pretty hard to kill because of the damage, the healing, the magic, the spell vamp going in for the side of Valentina is quite powerful as well.
Your
Flash,
team is
once again, also wants to remove anything that could benefit from a long drawn-out fight. Claude and the Melissa as well.
Yep, so long drawn fight, like we already know, right? The way that EVO is drafting, this looks like let's just take the fight as long as possible. And the one thing that Flash needs to keep in mind is that at this point of the game, EVO, they're just looking to take one tier 3 turret down from the base of Flash. And from there, they will actually split open the wood because they can just take super long, slow fights around and let the creep wave just crash in.
Yeah, Bruno will be picked up by the side of EVO. Coconut will be the driver's seat for that. Bruno, look at the win rate. It's 78%, rising up in terms of that win rate due to the fact that you have the buffs going in when he procs the first skill, does have the slow and also the movement speed boost. At the same time, you gotta have the thing, right? EVO, Bruno as well. This will definitely gonna be, someone that will stay as long as in the fight as possible. The crit chance will be definitely beneficial against Flash, but look at Team Flash, how they're gonna draft things. You don't allow, look at how EVO has banned away these AoE mages. There you go. Jay coming back with that Pharsa, the Fredrin to make sure that they stay inside the Feather Airstrike. I think Team Flash, once again, focusing on CCs.
Yeah, I like this Pharsa pick actually, because if you take a look at the lineup by EVO, they don't exactly have a way to stop. Yes, JS is going to take the Lolita, so that's 2 options for them, right? You have the pullback from Melon as well as...
Wait, what?
Yep, Carrot with the Numenon Blast. So they could potentially take out Jay, stop that Feather Airstrike. But you have to deal with the rest of the
Whoa, this is unorthodox. This is unorthodox, right? JS will be bringing the Valentina all the way to the top, to the XP lane, going up against Fredrin. The range advantage will definitely go into the side of EVO. And then at the same time, Carrot comes back with his signature Lolita. Melon on the Faramis is going to be mostly as an ambulance, right? To make sure that he stays along the fight. But also at the same time, his second skill can hurt quite a lot.
All right, so here we go. This is going to be match 2, game 2. And it looks like, the draft is underway, but...
But I think right now, I just feel like, looking at the draft for both these two teams is actually quite intriguing, especially from the side of Team EVO.
Yeah, and with that, we are going into game 2. This might seal the fate for Team Flash if they do not pick it up and pull up their socks here. And here we go, the EVO fans cheering on their favorite team. Let's get it going, man.
EVO, Team Flash. EVO have the 1-0 advantage. This is going to be against game 2. Team Flash fighting for their lives, so to speak. And of course, the relegation, which is also very important as we go into it. But, at this point, Team Flash are playing for everything at this point.
Yep, and EVO not going to make it easy for them at all. Going to be very hyper-aggressive in their jungle as well. Not going to get a steal, but, mental strain on them.
Yes, definitely. All right, if we're talking about the draft, though, who are you giving the edge to just straight off?
I prefer EVO's draft, all the way.
Okay. What is it about the all the way that's like, they have this advantage?
Oh, Jay's really low, though. Okay, so the way that I'm looking at this is that EVO's plan is to just delay and drag the fight as long as possible. And when you have someone like Coconut who's using a Bruno, he loves long extended fights, right? With the itemization that comes from the mid-game onwards, it's going to be very difficult for Team Flash to play against it. And all they have to do is to make sure that they don't pop the Cult Altar too early. And KCP and the rest of the team is going to have a really tough time dropping out with the correct timing.
The Faramis is actually the #1 band in the entire league, right? In MPL's SG Season 4. And usually it's got like a 50% win rate because the enemy team will usually pick a Valentina into that. And the fact that they were able to hoard both of those picks in that first series, I think just speaks volumes of what they're trying to do, is just limit the fact that you can't steal this Cult Altar.
Yep, exactly. Let's take a look at the emblems as well. Okay, so the Fredrin's going for a more tanky build, right? He's going to use the Concussive Blast as well. You are going to have the Magic Worship on the Faramis, which I think is going to be an absolute killer for Team Flash. But Team Flash, we're going to start this Turtle Dance first.
Yeah, they do have the advantage. KCP is like lining up the power of nature. That's not going to be hitting anybody. But Pokemon is going to join the fight as well. EVO playing it very carefully. They see the HP. They can go in. Feathered Airstrike, that's going to lift his zone. JS is looking to just stop that one. Does stop Renderson, but who gets a turtle? Remicent will secure that turtle. That's going to be the first one. Remicent now has to spin to win. He's going to be getting out of there. Powerful goes down next, and that's going to be first blood going the way of Pokemon.
Oh no, this is not where Evo wants to be at this point. Team Flash not only have to secure the turtle, they have also made sure that they have gotten a kill on their hands. And not just any kill, it's powerful.
Yeah, that's the one you want, right? That's the one you're trying to focus on, trying to make sure that you just make sure that they have a bad game. But as I say that, this Coconut, the Bruno is just so annoying to deal with in the bottom lane. Going up against Alpha V9 against the Wanwan, who are you giving the edge to in this little matchup below?
Based on how the rotations are happening by the teams, I actually would give it to Team Flash side. 1-1 should do a bit better because they want to make sure that this Bruno does not get fed.
You're right. Definitely needs to stop that, but of course,
they're coming
Feathered Airstrike, again, just the amount of zoning that's provided. Coconut has to just get to safety, and they're giving up, allowing so much damage on this bottom lane, but they're going to back off here, and that did about half of that, that armor plating.
I think it was a decent movement by the side of Team Flash. They did achieve quite a bit. You can see there is a slight goal lead advantage for them, but they need to do more, right? And they need to make sure that Alpha V9 is protected very, very well at this point. Because V9, if he falls off too much, that's it. Evo is going to win this game flat.
Right. And Team Flash seemed to have that early edge. They putting a lot of pressure on almost all three lanes. And, it's kind of on the back of what Jay is wanting to do of, we put chip damage in, we'll Feathered Airstrike, make it very difficult for you even to come to us.
So far, I think Flash is playing towards the key to 3, right? They want to make sure that it's really
the feathers are a nice taunt! Oh, but he stays alive. The Cult Altar is going to be on point, keeping JS alive.
No way, Jose, for the side of Team Flash, as Evo says, no, you do not block me out. And with that, they're going to save the members of their life. JS with literally a sliver of health as he makes it back.
Yes, and you want to kind of do that, but mind you, your team is on a timer, right? The cooldown, if Cult Altar is down, you're going to have a hard time. You're very squishy. You need to keep yourself alive. But Team Flash now, starting the turtle. Carrot is going to watch this. JS, they go for the nice little taunt onto Carrot, though, and they're just going to easily take the turtle here.
Yeah, hindsight bias, that was a great move by Team Flash, right? The ability to make them burn Cult Altar means that they did not have that get out of jail free card to try and contest that turtle as well. I mean, it's a double red tree with the Balmond, so I wouldn't expect them to steal it in the first place, but Team Flash with the extra insurance doing very well.
Yeah, you got to make sure you get every single turtle, especially early. Use that advantage that you have. And Reminiscent, again, Balmond is super annoying. Teams don't like to play against it. It's like the 4th most banned in the entire league, so there's a lot of pressure. But KZP, now getting gone on here, should be okay.
Yep. Powerful at this point. I don't think he needs to engage. He needs to go and get the farms coming in. That is what is important for him at this point. Now, if you take a look at the items as well, so far the Balmond is doing pretty good. He is going to be building into quite a tanky character. And, granted with that double retreat, it's going to be an easy steal for him as well. Now, if you take a look at the jungler on the other side, which is going to be a Karina, powerful, also going for the tank, but it might not work out as well for them because right now they actually are at a deficit. It's going to be a 1.6k deficit at this point.
Early game, Team Flash knows that they're stronger. They're going to continue to provide that pressure. They get the bottom outer turret in the bottom lane. Very, very smart for them. Playing to the T of what they want to do. This Wanwan, once he gets a little bit more farm, he's going to be very difficult in the sense that he's going to do a ton of damage. And, he's going to be somewhat elusive in that sense. So you got to be a little bit careful of how, dealing with Team Flash at the later stage.
Yeah, at this point, I just want to keep my eyes on JS, right? He has the ultimate of Wild Charge. He will be going down
the flicker, keeping him barely alive with the dash. JS doing everything, and they've expended so much. And Team Flash, they didn't get any kills, yes, but they did a little bit of chip damage on that inner turret.
Yep, the movement by Team Evo looks to be a bit lacking at this point. I think, yes, they are feeling the stress as well. They do have this one-game advantage, but they will not throw it away. Coconut is left on his own devices. He will get the tower, but he's probably going to pay with his life.
Very smart there by Coconut, realizing that the entire team was in the bottom lane and they shifted to the mid, and Coconut was like, okay, I've got a window, got to take out this turret. They've done that. That alleviates some pressure. You got to do that. Now, this is going to be the 3rd turtle. Team Flash has almost controlled all of them. The Feathered Airstrike, that's going to be used just to zone. They've got the taunt. Melon is trying to stay alive. The Cult Altar keeping him alive in return. Pokemon flickers to safety. He's fine. Oh, they've gotten the kill, and they're going to steal it with that. Pokemon is down next on the list, and it looks like Evil are on the roll with 2 or 3 kills, as well as the turret.
Every single single time that you think that EVO is, you know, just dying or they're taking a break and suddenly they just come back and steal everything from you.
Oh, and they want more. Team Flash have to run. They've lost the mid turret as well, and Evil have completely turned this around. Again, they don't panic, they play, and they understand that if we just win a team fight like they just did, they can take control of this game.
I mean, okay, EVO is definitely evolving at this point, right? This is a very different team than what we saw in the regular season. And the fact, I mean, JS, he has been a very consistent core all the way from the regular season, right? But his performance today so far is even better, right? JS with the IMU, a couple of nice steals, stealing the little counter as well. That really changed the game for them in the previous fight.
I love how, you know, they took they won the team fight. They took the turtle, and what do? They put push in the other lanes. They took the bottom outer turret. So just like everything they're doing, like turns into the next thing. Like it's step by step of things that we need to do properly.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at the bot lane. They're already taking the tier 2, and you know, they're trying on the Team Flash to get this tier 1 at the top, which they have just done so. But nobody's defending the bottom lane.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we'll give you the T1 for the T2. I'll take that trade any day of the week. Evil understanding what they need to do. Right now that the fact that there's no inner turret in the bottom lane, it leaves an avenue of an attack for them. Team Flash need to figure something out as they're looking to maybe ambush Carrot here.
Nah, he's fine at this point. Carrot is the last person you want to go on if you're from Team Flash. And I think I just want to give you a theory, right? Regular season is EVO training all the different teams to focus on powerful.
Yep. And it's smart, right? But look at what Carrot's going to look to do. He does get knocked up, though, but the Pokemon on him. He goes for the secondary, and he looks to fight here. The Feathered Airstrike is going to be used, and it looks like Powerful doesn't even be careful, does have the Cult Altar, and that's going to keep them on point. The team fight is just too much. The sustain that they have, and they've got Alpha V9. All of the damage has been taken from Team Flash. They've lost 2, and Evil have another opening.
My goodness. Okay, let me share with you what I'm thinking. This is called classical conditioning. EVO is extremely evil. They play the mind games up to this level, you know, psychologically. They have trained Flash to be scared of powerful and to try and dive the back lines to ignore everyone else in the front lines. And that is just evil doing evil things.
Evil, I mean, they won the team fight, they turned it into the Lord. The Lord is going to push the bottom lane. I mean, everything they're playing into the team, just so much smart. Like, they're very intelligent what they're trying to do. Their strategy's on point, understanding what they need to do to the next level, and there's a reason why they're in a commanding 5K net worth lead.
And it's not like Alpha V9 is like playing badly.
Yeah.
He's just died the once. But EVO is just tearing everything apart.
Everything. The coordination is completely on point just to how they're able to just stick together. They take the turret that they wanted and they want more. They're sticking around, making it very difficult for Team Flash to provide any sort of defense at this stage.
Yep, and it's a 2 to 3 level advantage from EVO.
Oh, they're going to have to throw out the barrier just to stop the bleeding. Feathered Airstrike, just slow it down. See what we can do with the Cult Altar that's going to be used again, and they're going to go in. Pokemon trying to stay alive. He does have just barely enough, and Pokemon has been removed. Powerful is going to get sliced and diced. The lethal counter is on point, but they've gotten to inhibit the turret. The Lord is continuing to march in. There's a bit of a timer. Reminiscent trying to spin. Evil are going to back off. They're going to look to take the mid lane here. KZP, he's going to be fine for now. They've got the other inhibitor turret. The last one standing, the Bastion of Hope, is in the top lane.
Team Flash is extremely lucky that this is the 11-minute mark, right? So cooldown, the death timers are still a bit short.
Oh, the Feathered Airstrike one more time, but Jay getting blown up there! JS will secure that one. They've gotten the stun. Carrot trying to stay alive. He does need to be careful. He's going to be alive, at least for now, but Melon, they're continuing to fight, and Pokemon is up front, but where's the damage? Carrot survives, and nobody from Evil has fallen.
Yep, not yet, and they get all 3 tier 3 turrets as well in the base. So it's a barren land on the base of Team Flash now, and I don't see how they're going to come back.
This is it. Team Flash, backs on the wall. They lose this game. They are out. They are relegation. All of that, they lose everything. This is all up to Evil to close out the game.
So thousands of hours going to the drain in a matter of 50 seconds. The next 50 seconds will decide Team Flash's fate. And, you know, EVO, they are feeling it, they're comfortable. Their fans, can we hear you? Can we hear you scream again for Team EVO? There we go. Yeah, here we go. That's it. That's what they're feeling right now.
They're feeling it, right? This is the community team. This is the team that made it through the open qualifiers to get themselves into this situation where you have a chance at the top 6 is actually speaking volumes of Evil. They've put in the thousands of hours, but so has Team Flash, right? How do they get back in this game?
I have no idea. At this point, I have no
Okay,
idea.
all right.
Like,
At least we know we don't know.
Team Flash, they have a lot of things they need to accomplish.
You're right.
The first thing first is to get rid of that Cult's Altar. But how do you do that when they have the insurance of JS? The IMU is able to turn the tables around any point of time. And, you know, Melon doesn't even have to pop the Cult's Altar at any point of time early. He can always afford to do it extremely late. And that's the insurance.
Those two draft picks back to back was just so key. Like you take both of them and they're going to take an easy Lord here.
Oh, here we
no
go.
real chance. Pokemon actually going in for this one. They are doing some damage, but they're going to just turn this around. Pokemon gets blown up. Yeah, you're a tank, but you don't have the damage. Evil are on the run. They want more. Feathered Airstrike, that's going to be immediately canceled. That's been done. KZP trying to stay alive, gets the dash away. He is fine, but they're going to let the focus now on Remicent. Powerful wants KZP. They've got Remicent. KZP does get to the fountain. He's fine. Powerful looking to stick around. He's going to just a little BM there by the the spamming of the recall, but they have the base wide open. Jay's getting blown up. Coconut does need to be careful. They've got an Alpha V9, and that is pretty much all the damage you need. Feather Airstrike doesn't really matter. They've gotten the base, and Evil will take game 2.
Yeah, cleanly for the side of Evo. You can hear their fans screaming and shouting. This is the Evo they've been waiting for all season, regular season, and now with the playoffs. This is a totally different team.
Absolutely wow. There is no words in my dictionary, which is a limited one, mind you, that Evil fought against